Hi, it's K-Red. Join me on this channel as we find joy in pen and paper by creating simple drawings that anyone can do. As a police negotiator, I have learned the importance of reducing stress, and for me, that involves pen, paper, and simple patterns. Join me in a judgment-free environment to create calm from the chaos of this world and our mind. Let's get started. I'm going to go ahead and go back to my Pinterest page, see if I can see something else that interests me. This one right here is very similar to what we just did. So I don't want to do that one, although that one. This one I do love. So we'll probably put that on there somewhere. I have fun with that one. But probably this next one goes from skinny to big. So it's probably not going to be the best for that. I like this one too. I've done this one a lot in the past. So I might do that one. Another variation of the one we just did. What else is there? I think for now I'll go ahead and do this one. Right here, where you do 3 curved lines, 3 straight lines, 3 vertical lines, 3 horizontal lines. And then it's another one we can go back in with a pencil and do some shading and some stuff like that at the end if we feel like it. Probably gonna want about a medium pin, so let's see if I got my 5 handy. So I'm gonna use those to start with, and I'm probably gonna start right here and go 1, 2, 3, and then do 1, 2, 3, and then do 1, 2, 3. Oops, I should have gone up to the top. 1, 2, 3. So I think what I'll do from here out is the top, the bottom, and then the middle. And then I'll do 1, 2, 3, the top, oops, the bottom, way too long. The middle, 1, 2, 3, the top, the bottom, the middle, 1, 2, 3, the top, the bottom. I didn't do it. 1, 2, 3. This is a fun one because it's just so almost mind-numbing. So from there, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And I really like doing the edges and then deciding the middle. I find that for me to be way easier to do it. I tell myself to slow down, to make your lines more purposeful and more intended. It is not a race. Oops, made that line wrong. Alright, so we got a cross in the middle. We'll play a Where's Waldo to find that in the end. We'll do our 3 lines down, and 3 lines across. What I did down here at the end, because these had gotten a little too skinny up in here, I just kind of fudged it a little and made them back to being about the same size. So that's taken care of there. And then find your map. So then here I need to do 3 lines horizontal and then the vertical, and then we're going to try again to see if we can not mess up this row again. But really it is right, wrong, right, right, but it looks like the three together. So let's see how we do. So we're horizontal here. So we're going to do vertical, and we're going to do horizontal, and we're going to do vertical, and we're going to do horizontal. I'm going to do vertical. So I got past that area, and in the end, I'll show it to you up close. We got past our air area, and we'll do it again there. Purposeful, not just speeding through. So let's go ahead. That's a vertical, so we're going to need a couple horizontals into there. We're going to need 3 verticals, a horizontal, a little baby vertical there, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, baby verticals, vertical. So because we're extending it up there, so it's just easiest to kind of start somewhere where you have a couple above you to keep going, and then eventually we're going to be working this way. So from here we got vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal, vertical. Breathing. So then vertical, horizontal. The nice thing about having that solid black line there is I can actually, bring you up close again, is I can actually just go right into the black when I go down. So if I go down, I can go down into here and it just bleeds in. I don't have to worry about being exact. So that's nice. Okay, so we have that portion there done. I do sometimes get shoulder pain, which is horrific. So I try to make sure that my wrist and my shoulder, I'm going to do one more because that's just kind of long and I need to correct it. Are always kind of protected, you know, always straight, so that it helps with my shoulder pain. So 1, 2, 3. Now I don't do good going right to left, but I don't think I have a good option right now. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Because it would be very hard to start here and then meet at the right spot. So we're just going to do the best we can. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And see, I did make another mistake. That's fine. But rather than going straight across, because I didn't do one row straight across, I started doing vertical. These should be a new line. So instead it's going smaller to big and then straight across. And I'm going to be okay with that. It's kind of a flow, and then all of these will be the same. But theoretically, this row right here would have kept going up to there, and then a new row here, and a new row here, and a new row here, and a new row, new row, new row, new row. But instead, I'm going to go ahead and keep doing this, where it just feeds down into the tube. And I think that'll be just fine. We'll see if this looks better. If anybody watches this, you can leave a comment and tell me, yes, it does look better. No, it doesn't look better. Do you always wonder about comments and why people leave some comments? And how much you have to be hurting to leave some comments? I watch some YouTubes. I really like vlog style YouTubes. I've always enjoyed a glimpse into other people's lives. Now I know very, very well that the clips you see isn't 100% the truth. It'll be partial truths. It's a side. We all have many sides. But I really do like seeing that. I like seeing how other people do things. I like seeing how we're different. I like borrowing or stealing from them. For example, the better done than perfect phrase. Notice on these, I feel like I'm getting smaller. And that's not unusual for me. When the areas are big, I tend to get big. Look in here. Where are you? There we go. But when the areas become smaller, I tend to want to make my things smaller. The little dots on this are very faint, so they're actually not all that helpful. But I do still like this journal book. I got 2 at Christmas. So far, I have only used this one. Mostly because it's the one I wanted to try first. And then this project just lent better to this paper than the other. I think I'm going to do all shading at the end. So I'm not going to really do too much of shading now. Kind of like to see how something turns out before I do that, because I don't want this shaded and not these shaded, and I may not feel like shading it all at the end. So we're going to have to see exactly how we feel. Gives you kind of a idea.